Hi guys, it's Andy from NismoTech, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Sandberg Firestorm mechanical keyboard that they kindly sent over to me for a review and to use as part of the unicorn build that I'm doing for my stepdaughter. You'll be able to find out more information about that in the links in the description and also on the playlist on my channel. But for now, we're going to go and take a look at their Firestorm mechanical keyboard, have a look around the box, get the keyboard out, give it a little try and see what it's all about. So let's jump in and have a look. Okay, so let's have a quick look around the box itself. Obviously we've got the Sandberg esports equipment logo up at the top, 5-year warranty, which is something that really does impress me from Sandberg. As I mentioned, Firestorm mechanical keyboard, I've got the UK layout. It is available in Nordic and also in DE for Danish. Obviously they are a Danish company. Down at the bottom here we got Altimu blue mechanical switches, so it'll be interesting to see what they're like. Wrist support for comfortable use, and a nylon braided cable that I believe is just under 2 meters. I think it's about 1.8 meter in length. Full RGB for all keys. Built on iron, so it's got a heavy metal backplate, customizable software, gaming optimized, media features, and the double quality tested as well. And obviously, as in normal tradition on the back, we've got some information in multiple different languages. So we're going to go ahead and open this. Now I have already opened this keyboard, and it has been in use for a couple of weeks as part of the unicorn build, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. On the inside you have got a quick guide that tells you a couple of little bits, download the latest software. You've got various different lighting modes to use without the software, and also some media keys. So you've got function keys on there for my computer, to play, pause, etc. So you've got that built in. You've got the keyboard here, and you also get a keycap puller for making sure that you can keep it nice and clean. So we'll just take the packaging off and we can have a look. Now I must admit, Sandberg are a pretty damn decent company. When I started to use this keyboard, just very briefly, when I was setting up the unicorn build PC, I was instantly blown away about how good the actual keyboard is, to be honest. It is a really nice keyboard. So we've got that nylon braided cable at the back, and yeah, there's the keyboard. Obviously you can see a couple of fingerprint marks on there as well. So I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer so that we can have a look. So we have got this wrist support on here as well that is actually screwed in place. So it does actually fold down out of the way, as you can see. But obviously that's not really going to give you the best support, although with the riser at the back of the keyboard, it will help. But obviously the main idea is that it folds up and gets used. On the back we've got 2 risers, as you would expect, with a couple of rubbers. I'm showing you the wrong part in the camera. I've got risers and some rubbers on here as well to obviously help it from moving around, and the keyboard itself has got a hell of a weight to it, so it's a proper iron or metal based keyboard, so it's going to stop it from moving around. And you can see those switches if I just bring that in a little bit closer to you. There you go, it's got a real nice sound to it as well. In terms of layout, looks pretty damn decent. It's a very nice looking keyboard, pretty decent. Sandberg logo on the inside. Obviously you can see some of the function keys going along the top here as well, and obviously your indicator lights up there. You have got full RGB, so behind every single key there is that full RGB, which is customizable. We'll come on to that and have a look at that in a moment. But you've also got little LED strips down each side as well, which obviously help with the lighting, and I think that side lights up, but I'm not 100% too sure. But if I just show you down the profile so you can have a look at the keys as well, you can see how slightly different each key actually is. But in order for us to properly try this out, what I'm going to need to do is go to the Sandberg website, download the latest software for the Firestorm mechanical keyboard so that we can get it all plugged in and operational and give it a test. Okay, so as you can see, we've now got the software downloaded, the keyboard is plugged in, and it is ready to rock and roll. as I've mentioned, we're going to go and have a quick look at the software, show you the various different lighting options as well. So I'm just going to go and turn the studio light off. Okay, so up at the top left hand side you have got options to be able to create your own profile. So you may have a particular game that you want to create a profile for. You can go ahead and do that here. Every single key is customizable, so that is generally the escape key, but you can change it to play a macro or be used as a macro key if you wish to create one. You can get it to run a particular program. You can use it for multimedia, so you can change it to play, pause, whatever you wish to do. You can forbidden it. Use Windows hotkeys, so get it to go straight to your desktop, etc. And you can do this on every single key along on the keyboard, which is a really cool feature. And now, talking of macros, on the macro tab you'll be able to start and stop recording a macro, so you'll be able to create your own, give it a name, etc., and assign that to a key if you wish to do that. And obviously you've got various different information about the delay in which the keys are actually pressed. Within gaming mode, it's currently off at the moment, but if I switch that on, you can get it to disable Alt and Tab, Alt F4 and the Windows key, which again is handy for gaming. And we'll come over to the lighting. So at the moment, as you can see on the screen, it is in full colour. It's in the rolling option. So it's going currently to the right, and we can change it to go straight to the left. We can change the speed, so it slows down how fast it scrolls across from one side to the other. And we can also, if I put it back on there, we can also change the brightness levels as well, which is really cool. We can have it as one colour on this particular set, so we can change it to yellow or a purple. And even though the camera is not going to pick up the colours very well, I must say that the colours are really represented very well. So I'm just going to go on to the static version, and we're going to go and show you the red. The red is really nice and bright. I'll just do a blue. One thing I have noticed, a little bit of a bug, is with this here. You do get a bit of an error sometimes when changing the colours, but if you just go in and select it again, it does seem to work from that point onwards. So you have got, like I said, a variety of different colours. You've got loads and loads of different effects on here, as you'd imagine. That is a really nice effect. That's a glittering effect. You've got a standard breathe. Going to breathe in the colours and breathe them out again. Scrolling. As you can see, it's just going through the colours from top to bottom, or from bottom to top, depending on how you want to do that. And again, you can get it just to stay on one colour, which does look very nice indeed. We have got ripples, for example. So if I was to press a key, as you can see, it's just going to ripple outwards. A variety of different options like that. You have also got user define, so you can go in here, you can select the W key, and we can, by the looks of it, just, yeah, there we go. So that is the W key, WASD. Oh, there we go. Are we gonna red? There we go. So we've got the WASD keys up here, lit up in just red. I'll bring that in a bit closer on the camera to hopefully see. So that again is another nice little feature. So you can go in and create your own various different colours depending on what you want, which is really cool. So we'll just come out of that. So yeah, the software itself is pretty simple. You can change the base colour on the actual software if you want to do that, change the language, reset everything back to default. But you have got a lot of options on here. The fact that you can customise every individual key, you can change the various different lighting. So I'm just going to put single on. Let's just change that to red. Now, the one thing that I'm not overly happy about, as you can see, the colours on here are really cool. But it doesn't seem to change what is happening down the light bars down either side of the keyboard. It would be really nice if they were to actually match what is going on from what you actually select. So that is a little bit of a disappointment in terms of the lighting. But other than that, other than a small little bug on the software, really happy with the options that you have in terms of the customization. The lighting, it looks really strong, really nice indeed. So yeah, very decent. So we're going to go on to a sound test, and then I'm going to give you my kind of overall thoughts of the keyboard. Okay, so I'm now going to give you a sound test to give you a bit of an indication as to what this keyboard actually sounds like. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a bit of a conclusion, my kind of overall view of the Sandberg Firestorm mechanical keyboard. Now, as I mentioned, this is for my daughter. This is part of the unicorn build that I'm doing. So I'm not going to be using this keyboard full time. So I have had a bit of time with it though. I have done some gaming with it and it is really, really nice. When I started to unbox the keyboard and I started to set her computer up and I started to use it, it felt really premium. And I think a lot of that down is to kind of how heavy it is. It's also quite a compact keyboard compared to some. I really like the wrist support that's on there as well. The fact that it's you can fold it away, you can still use the keyboard if you want to without that, but you can also use it with it as well. The lighting is really good. The only bugbear from it are down the side where you have got these lights here. They don't change in relationship to what you are doing in the software, so that's a little bit annoying and something that I find that Sandberg can actually improve on, as well as there was a little bit of a bug in the software. But overall, the keyboard feels so premium. So for £65, this is a really decent, heavy, mechanical RGB keyboard. The keys feel really good. The actuation point on the key is really nice. Fantastic for gaming. The gaming experiences that I've had with it have been really, really, really good. And the fact that you get a 5-year warranty with it as well. So you could go out and spend upwards of £100 on a keyboard. And you're still going to get exactly the same functionality as you would with this. Fair enough, the brand may not be as big as like your Logitech or your Razer, for example, but for the money you are getting a very good keyboard, and it's going to last you for at least 5 years with that warranty that they offer with it as well. So massive thank you to Sandberg for sending this out as part of the unicorn build and also for review. I think it's a fantastic keyboard, definitely one of the best ones that they've manufactured, and I'm really, really impressed with the quality of this keyboard. So there will be links down below in the description to obviously the unicorn build that I am doing, as well as for the mechanical Firestorm mechanical keyboard, where you can go and purchase that and find out a little bit more information. But I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. This keyboard, the Firestorm, does come very highly recommended to myself, and certainly for the price point of £65, you really can't get any better quality in terms of value for a gaming RGB mechanical keyboard. So that's it for now, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video.